Hi Froggies! Today I'm going to be reading you a book called That's Where You Live. If you look on the first page, you can see a tree. What kind of animal lives in a tree? Birds, right? That's one kind of animal. That's Where You Live, written by Mary Prescott Vogels, illustrated by Betty Fraser. When I'm reading, try to listen out for the rhyming words. A snail has a home. Does a snail live in a pail? In a jail? On a boat with a sail? When a snail has a sneeze and an uncomfortable wheeze, and he wants to go home and jump into bed and pull the covers up to his head, does he go home to a well? His home is his shell. A lark has a home. Does a lark live on an ark? When it's getting dark, where does a lark park? When a lark wants to rest, he flies home to his nest. Do you see the rhyming words? Rest and nest. Those rhyme. A bear has a home. Does a bear live in a chair under a stair? When you stare at a bear and you give him a scare, and he's not very brave, he runs home to his cave. A mink has a home. Does a mink live in a drawer? In a grocery store? When a mink wants a drink, what do you think? Does he jump in a sink? In a bank by a stream where the cold waters roll, a mink lives in a hole. This kind of reminds me of our story over in the meadow. That book talks a lot about all the different places that different kinds of animals live too, right? A fox has a home. Does a fox live in a box? In an old pair of socks? Mother fox hides her babies where no one can see. Where can that be? Follow Mother Fox to her den in the rocks. A pig has a home. Does a pig live in a tub? In a green leafy shrub? A pig likes to eat not one meal, but 10. When a pig eats again and again and again, a pig eats in his pen. So this gate is keeping them in their pig pen. That's a place where they live. You have a home. Where do you live? Do you live in a shell? In a cave in the dell? Do you live in a hole? In a nest on a knoll? Do you live in a pen? In a cozy warm den? Your home has a door. There are walls and a floor. There's a roof, peaked or wide, and windows on the side. When it rains or it snows, when the icy wind blows, as quick as a mouse, you scurry right to your house. When you ask your friends in with a welcoming grin for lemonade or a chat, you invite them up to your flat. At the end of the day, when you're tired of play, do you camp in a tent? Your home's an apartment. When you're ready to eat supper or a sweet treat, where do you have your meals? Does your home roll on wheels? Like a traveling land sailor, you live in a trailer. In a city or town, either upstairs or down, in a building this tall or a cottage this small. Like all girls and boys, with your clothes and your toys, with the ones you love best, where you play and you rest, where you share and you give, that's where you live. The end.